The CIA officer in charge of interrogations after 9/11 is speaking for the very first time. In a 60 Minutes interview, Jose Rodriguez of Puerto Rico tells Lesley Stahl about waterboarding the man who planned 9/11. Khalid Sheikh Muhammad was strapped to a board, tilted head down, a cloth placed over his face, and water poured over his mouth to give the sensation of drowning. But Rodriguez tells Stahl that Muhammad was tough. They had to pour the water more than 180 times.
This is an individual who probably didn't give a rat's ass about having water poured on his face.
He never believed for 1 second you were going to kill him.
No. And let me just tell you, Khalid Sheikh Muhammad would use his fingers to count the number of seconds because he knew that in all likelihood we would stop at 10. So this doesn't sound like a person who is afraid of dying.
If he's sitting there counting off, he knows you're not going to kill him, he knows he's not going to drown, then why do it? What's the point?
I think that the cumulative effect of waterboarding and sleep deprivation and everything else that was done eventually got to him.
So what happens? Does he break down? Does he weep? Does he fall apart?
No, he gets a good night's sleep. He gets his Ensure. By the way, he was very heavy and when he came to us, and he lost 50 pounds.
What, his Ensure? You mean like people in the hospital who drink that stuff?
Yes. Dietary manipulation was part of these techniques.
So sleep deprivation, dietary manipulation, I mean, this is Orwellian stuff. The United States doesn't do that.
Well, we do.
And Lesley Stahl with 60 Minutes is joining us now. Lesley, what's the story on the Ensure?
Well, they were depriving him of solid food. He was getting liquid food, but it had protein. They didn't want them to die. So they were getting nourishment, but not anything they really looked forward to.
One of the things Rodriguez told you in the other part of your interview is that this was not some rogue operation. They weren't making this up.
Oh, no, no, no. They got permission up and down the line for every single step they took. And they would go back each time they did it to get permission all over again. They did not want to be left, he says, holding the bag. There was going to be no deniability. And this would actually go right up into the White House.
Permission from CIA headquarters and even beyond.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
One of the controversies from that time is that the CIA made a lot of videotapes of these waterboardings, but they were destroyed. What did he say about that?
Well, he was afraid that if they became public, that Al-Qaeda would see the faces of the interrogators and that they would then go to find them and their families. He was also afraid that these pictures would look so horrendous that his service at the CIA, the clandestine service, wouldn't survive because the uproar would be so enormous.
Was it Rodriguez who ordered the destruction of the tapes?
He ordered it himself. He had asked permission and he just didn't get it. He felt he had the authority, which he did. And so he just ordered these things be shredded, and they were shredded in an industrial strength shredder.
Thank you, Lesley. You'll see the rest of Lesley's interview on 60 Minutes this Sunday, 7 o'clock Eastern, 6 o'clock Central.